So before going to numericals, let us see for few concept related to ruling process. While solving a problem, you will come across like concept like forward slip and backward slip. So what exactly a forward slip is? So let us understand the condition first. So when material will be going through the roller, here you will find out that there will be some initial velocity to the workpiece, and there will be an velocity of roller too. So as we give a power to the roller, uh, or a torque to the roller, the velocity of roller will be more if you compare with the velocity of your workpiece during an intake process. So there will be a difference between the velocity of roller and velocity of your workpiece. So due to that, here somewhere slip action will be seen. So that condition of an slip can be calculated as, so as it is a backward one, you can calculate it as an backward slip as an VR minus VI divided by VI, where this VR will be the velocity of the roller and VI will be the initial velocity of your workpiece. Further, when it passes from the roller, you will find out that as the material is getting squeezed between the roller, the material will try to flow fast from this part, or it will try to escape fast. So in this case, the velocity of your workpiece will be more compared to the velocity of the roller. So again, that due to the velocity difference, here we will find out as an forward slip. So there will be a slip between the surface of the roller and surface of the workpiece. So it can be calculated as an what? Forward slip can be defined as an Vf minus Vr divided by Vr, where Vf will be the final velocity and Vr will be the velocity of the roller. So during this process, or from this point to this one, there here you will find out that velocity of your roller and velocity of your workpiece is a difference. But in this arc, or in this space, there one point will come such that the velocity of your roller will be equal to the velocity of your workpiece. So that point we call as a neutral point. So you just remember the concept related to this. Now let us see the what is a length of contact, from where you get this value as an L is equal to under root R delta T. Even to do the analysis of an rolling, somewhere where we come across the term as an L, where we have taken the value of an L as an under root R delta T. So before that, let us see the construction of this roller. Here you will find out that this P is a neutral point, this A is an initial contact with the roller and workpiece, and this will be a final contact of your workpiece and roller, that is defined as an B. So here we are interested to find out the value of an L, that is distance AC. So before that, what is the value of BC over here? So that is this distance from this point to this one. So you can calculate this as an T initial minus TF. So if you do it, then which area remains? The distance which is at the top, that is from C to B, and the distance which is at the bottom from this point to this one. And if you divide Ti minus Tf, that is delta T, you can call it as an delta T, by 2, you will get a distance of an one side. So that is distance is an between C to B. So you remember from where this CB has been come, that is delta T by 2. So in triangle OAC or AOC, by hypotenuse theorem, you can write down this as an AO square is equal to AC square plus OC square, or you can directly put the values. AC we can consider as an radius, sorry, OA you can consider as an radius, and that is defined as an R. AC, it is an length of a contact, which is defined as an L square. And OC, so OC will be getting by OB minus CB. So what is OB? OB will be the capital R, that is radius of the roller, and CB will be the delta T by 2. So if you subtract R from delta T by 2, you will get OC. So here we have written the same, R minus delta T by 2 square. So this equation is hypotenuse is equal to side square. So L is one side and this term is another side. So if you further solve it, you can write down this as an L square plus this as an A square plus L square will be remaining same, and this will be the A minus B whole square term. So you can write this term as an what? A square minus 2AB plus B square, where A is a R and B is delta T by 2. So you can write down this as an R square minus 2R delta T by 2 plus delta T divided by square raised to square. So here R square will be getting cancelled, as we are interested to know the value of L. Keep L towards one side and put the all other terms to its opposite or equal. So here 2 will be getting cancelled. Here the minus term will become plus. 2 will be getting cancelled, and the terms remain is R delta T minus delta T by 2 square. So in this case the delta T by 2 value is, so delta T by 2, it is a very less value compared to the R. So you can neglect that, and the final terms become L square is equal to R delta T, and you can write down L is equal to under root R delta T. So this value we have used to in finding the force, which is equal to stress into area, where area is what? The area where the actual roll acts, and we want the value of L because width will be known to us. So L will be what then? This under root R delta T, where R will be the radius of the roller, delta T is the difference between the initial thickness and the final thickness. Now let us see the another concept, that is an angle of bite. So now we are interested to know the relation between all this. So if you see the geometrical construction, you can consider a triangle AOC. So in this case we are interested to find out what will be the maximum draft can be calculated or can be defined. Here it is, that is delta T. So tan theta is an angle of bite. Tan theta can be written as an opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side is an AC, adjacent side is an OC. So AC is what? Capital L. OC is what? R minus delta T by 2. So this concept even we have seen in last slide also, previous slide. So here you can write down under root R delta T divided by R minus delta T by 2. So this is nothing but L, the value of L which we have find out in previous case, that we have put. So again if you see the further, the value of delta T by 2 is too small, you can neglect it, or there is no need to consider. So you can write down this tan theta as an under root delta T by R. So if you can write down this term as an in this way too. If you take R out of bracket, you can write down this as an under root R into under root delta T, and you can write down this R as an under root R into under root R. So under root R and under root R get cancelled, and we get final value as an under root delta T by R. So we can write down tan theta as an under root delta T by R. Now according to the condition of friction, we can write down the mu value as an tan theta. So tan theta is equal to mu, as we have find out the value of tan theta is equal to under root delta t by r. So here you can write down mu is equal to under root t by r, or you can write down this value as n delta t is equal to mu square r, where the mu is surface coefficient of friction between the roller and the workpiece, and r is the radius of the roller. So what is the maximum draft, or what will be the maximum draft under which the rolling process will be going to be worked or going to be deformed? So if you try to increase the mu value, that is surface coefficient between your roller and the surface workpiece, then there will be a maximum draft will be possible. Or another, if you try to increase the diameter of the roller, that is this one, at that case the maximum draft can be possible. So by this we get angle of end draft, draft delta t. So let us see a numerical related to this on this concept. Here a 300 mm wide strip of 25 mm thickness is reduced to 22 mm. So initial thickness is 25 mm, final thickness is 22 mm in a single pass through a rolling process. So this is a single pass. Even you can use a number of passes to get the final shape of your strip. Then the radius of each roller is 250 mm and its speed is 150 rpm. So we know the radius and the value. Here speed is a capital N. Then the strength coefficient of the work material is 275 Newton per mm square. That is the value of K, and N is equal to 0.15. The mu between the workpiece and roll is 0.12. Find the roll force, torque and power required per roll. So it is asked for per roll, not the both roll. So given data. So when you read the problem, while reading itself you should understand that what are the values are given, like R is given, capital N is given, strain coefficient means K is given, N is given. So all this we required further to put in the available formulas. So here you will find out that the formula will be not going to be changed. Even the concept of asking the problem is also the same. There is no need to use more logic in this. So initially, as need to find out the delta t value, delta t is ti minus tf. As initial thickness is known, final thickness is also known, you can find out the value of delta t. So length of contact you can write down under root r delta t, where you get value r is known to us, delta t we have find out. So the value comes 27.3861 mm. True strain is equal to ln ti by tf. We know all this value, just put it and get the values 0.1278. Remember that by putting these values in calculator, you put the bracket. So once you put the bracket, then and then only you will be getting the exact answer. Or sometimes if you miss to put the bracket, the values will be going to be changed. Then average flow stress is K e raised to n divided by n plus 1. Remember these two, because many students forgot to take K e raised to n divided by n plus 1. Many students forgot to write n plus 1. So in forging only we have to take flow stress or flow stress value as an K e raised to n, and rest of all the process we have to take it is as an K e raised to n divided by n plus 1. So even in this case we know the K, we have find out the value of E, N is given to you, just put it and you will get 175.636 Newton per mm square. Then the roll force can be kind of calculated as an average flow stress into area where the roll which comes actually in contact. So L into W. So L, we know L is what, under root R delta T. So put this value, W is given to us, and find out the force, that is 1.4429 into 10 raised to 6. So torque torque is equal to force into distance, where distance is half of your length or length of an contact. So we have find out the value of L. So torque will be 19.7577 into 10 raised to 3 Newton mm. Then power of roll is an torque into angular velocity. Here we know the value of N, so torque into 2 pi n upon 60. Just put the value of N, torque we have find out. So the power value will be in watt, so it will be 620.706. So in assignment I will be giving you different problems on the same concept. You have to solve it and you have to submit it. And even there will be one more assignment on this topic, that is an types of rolling process. Even that has you have to complete it. So thank you.